So why didn't I go galloping further down Mermaid Avenue after those records got nominated for Grammys and all that gear? Why didn't I do that? Why have I waited till now? Because what happened was when I go back to my country, in my part of London, a racist fascist party called the British National Party were winning seats. Not only were they winning seats on local councils, they were winning seats on the local council in the town where I was born, where my family still lived. And I kind of, someone like myself who came in through Rock Against Racism, I took that kind of personally, I'll be perfectly honest with you. So I made an album called England Half English that addressed that issue of the politics of identity, and what that means. And sadly, the British National Party went on to win 12 seats in Barking and Dagenham, and believed if they could win another 12 at the 2010 elections, they would take control of the council and have a budget of £750 million over 5 years to wreak havoc in East London. It would have been a disaster for the borough, and it would have been tarnished the reputation of London as a multicultural capital of Europe. What happened was, in 2010, was hundreds of people came from all over Britain to leaflet against the BNP in the borough, and it's an amazing thing to see because many of them were young people under the age of 30. That's really significant because the last decade really fighting against the BNP has been a little bit like being a member of a drinking club for middle-aged Clash fans. I'm speaking as a middle-aged Clash fan who likes to drink. But this new blood, we keep the faith. But this new blood coming in was great, and by delivering those leaflets, they were joining a tradition that, links back to Rock Against Racism, but also back to the Spanish Civil War, Woody with his fascist killing guitar, to the emancipation of slavery in this country, a great anti-racist, anti-fascist tradition. And one day over there we had more people than we had leaflets. We ran out of leaflets, we ran out of words. It was great to see. Even people from the Obama campaign I met there were helping out. It was very powerful. And when the election came, the British National Party failed to win any more seats on the council. And even better, they lost every single seat they had. We wiped those bastards out. And I'm deeply encouraged by that. Because obviously it was a shock. It was a shock when they were elected in the first place. But the people who voted from solid Labour voters, no one else has ever won the council or the Member of Parliament in my town apart from Labour. Those people were really pissed off that Labour had ignored them during the years of Tony Blair. They were very, very angry, and it was that anger that put the BNP in. But here's the good thing. Those white working class people who voted for the racists and the fascists, when they saw them for what they were, they looked into the face of racist fascism and saw it for what it was. They threw them straight back out again. And that's really encouraging. We can trust our neighbours, brothers and sisters. We can trust our neighbours. So this song is from that, my experience is from that campaign. You know, people in Barking and Dagenham had to deal with the place being called the racist capital of Britain. You know, it's no more or less racist in my town than your own town. It's just we've got these bastards knocking on doors, dividing people one from the other. There are problems in Barking and Dagenham, but they're nothing that couldn't be solved by a little bit more compassionate socialism. Let me tell you that. This song is called There Will Be a Reckoning. Somewhere between the midnight and the cold and empty dawn, I found myself out walking on the streets where I was born, and I came upon a stranger who looked me in the face and asked me what I was doing in this God-forsaken place. I don't mean to be forgiven for something I haven't done, nor for wanting my family to find their place in the sun. If you keep this pressure on, just don't be surprised if I can't summon up my dignity while you're roughing up my pride. There will be a reckoning for the peddlers of hate who spread their poison a reckoning too. The politicians who left us to this fate, there'll be a reckoning. And just a few days later, a man came to my door to ask me if I thought that this place was worth fighting for. And though I recognized his reasons, I just could not agree. When he told me that my neighbor would be my enemy, I don't need to be forgiven. There's something I haven't done. No forward in my family to find their place in the sun. If you keep this pressure on, just don't be surprised if I can summon up my dignity while you're roughing up my pride. There will be a reckoning for the peddlers of hate, spread their poison out across this estate. A reckoning too, the politicians who led us to this fate. There will be a reckoning. There will be a reckoning. There